What's going on, guys? This is Nathan the Script Academy welcoming you to our next deck profile here on the channel. Today we've got a 60-card Ojama deck for you guys. It's kind of a mishmash, but we're going to get into this and see exactly what Josh is playing.
Alright, so best name for this is 60-card Ojama. I will explain as we go. So just to start off with our vanilla monsters, I got 2 of each of the vanilla Ojamas, 2 Ojama yellow, 2 green, 2 black. Pretty much your combo starters and your combo extenders to a degree, because you have a lot of Ojama cards that interact with them and get them off the hand, out of the hand and into the board, and so on and so forth. And then I also run 3 Ojama blue and 1 Ojama red and 1 Ojama pink.
That is an you son of a gun. Alright, wow.
I mean, they're all pretty ugly, not gonna lie. But 3 Ojama blue. If she's destroyed by battle and sent to graveyard, add 2 Ojama cards from deck to hand. Pretty good. There is actually a really nice combo where you actually crash into an attack position monster with it, and you get 2 of the Ojama spell cards that give you 6 cards in hand while you do additional normal summons during the battle phase, which is not bad, and it also gets you some really good results. You have Ojama red. When he's normal summoned, you get to special summon up to 4 Ojama monsters from your hand.
Up to 4?
Yep, so you pretty much get to fill your entire main board with Ojama monsters.
Okay.
So you get a free Appaloosa, free Saryuja, free bunch of rank 4s. It's pretty good.
And that's once per turn, right?
No, it's not.
Not once per turn.
Nope.
Okay.
So it's easily recyclable, easily recurable in the same turn. It's pretty solid.
Oh, right.
We got Ojama pink. I only use him as filler, really. He also does have the effect of each player draws a card and discards a card if he's sent from hand or field to grave, which is not bad. It gets you through your deck, especially in a 60-card variant. That's going to be all my Ojamas. And a quick explanation of them. We got 3 Rescue Cat. Self-explanatory because all the Ojamas are level 4 or lower than level 4 and are beast type. Rescue Cat is very good for getting him out of the deck and onto the board. Helps you get free Xyz monster, free Link monster, etc., etc. And then moving on to the side engines that synergize with the Ojamas.
And you heard that right. It's more than one. It's engines, not just side engine.
I got 1 of each ABC, 1, 2, 3. I run the ABC Dragon Buster and the ABC engine because there is a spell card for Ojama that gets these 3 guys out very consistently and very easily, and I will get into that later. And then the next engine is the Armed Dragon engine, because there are Armed Dragon cards with Ojamas that synergize with the Armed Dragons. So we have the 3 main Armed Dragons. Armed Dragon Thunder level 3, I run 3 of. 2 Thunder level 5, and 1 Thunder level 7.
Level 10?
And I do run the level 10, actually.
Oh, okay.
Here, let me drop that guy on the screen for you. They each have an effect other than level 10 to send a monster from hand to graveyard, and then send them from the field to the graveyard to special summon the one up a level. So if I were to have level 3 on the board and then discard one of my copies of Thunder level 5, I can send then level 3 to the graveyard to special summon level 5 from the hand or the deck.
Okay.
And then if they do get sent from hand to the graveyard to activate a Dragon Monster's effect, you do get a bonus effect. Like level 3 lets you draw a card, level 5 lets you add a level 5 or higher Wind Dragon from deck to hand, and level 7 lets you add any Armed Dragon card from deck to hand.
All right.
So they're pretty good if you have multiple in hand, and it's very helpful for getting stuff out of the deck and into your hand or in the graveyard. And that is going to be all of my monsters. Moving on to spells. Pretty self-explanatory. There will be a little bit of nuances that I will have to go over. So for spells, the Ojama spells, I run 2 Oja Magic, 3 Oja Match, and 1 Ojama Simulation. Oja Magic, when it's sent from hand or field to grave, you get to add 1 of each of the vanilla monsters from your deck to your hand, which is really good for filling up your hand, and especially doing the Armed Dragon combo, because you have to send a monster from hand to grave to get them to special summon the 1 level up. It's really helpful for getting stuff out of the deck and also triggering stuff like Ojama Simulation. Oja Match, you send an Ojama card from your hand or face-up field, primarily Oja Magic if you can, to add any Ojama monster and any Armed Dragon monster from your deck and or graveyard to your hand, and then a part of the effect you can immediately normal summon one of those 2 monsters you added. So for example, if I were to dump Oja Magic with the effect of Oja Match to search for an Armed Dragon and an Ojama, I can then immediately normal summon Ojama Red, and then Chainlink 1 to special summon it up to 4 Ojamas, Chainlink 2 to add 3, and then it resolves backwards, so I get the 3, and then get the special summon all 3 that I just added to the board. So then that's pretty much a free Saryuja or free Appaloosa. And there's more I can do with that too, especially when it comes to Ojama Assimilation. So Ojama Assimilation, I get to reveal a Light Machine Fusion from my extra deck, and then banish any number of Ojamas from hand, field, or graveyard to special summon fusion materials with different names whose names are listed on that fusion.
Okay.
So primarily I'm going to reveal ABC Dragon Buster, and to get each of the ABC Union monsters on the board, and then use them for either a Link Summon or an XE Summon, or get them in the graveyard somehow, because then I can banish them to special summon this guy after setting up a board beforehand, which is very consistent to an extraordinary amount of surprise. So, and then I do run 2 Armed Dragon Flash. Part of the Armed Dragon engine, you don't have to run this, but I do run it just as an extra consistency bump. It's a quick play spell from Blazing Vortex. You get to special summon a level 3 Armed Dragon monster from your deck in defense mode. So it's very good for getting the level 3 Armed Dragon out, and allows you to start that part of the combo without using up your normal summon, which can be very, very helpful at times. Especially if you have Armed Dragon level 7 discarded, you can then add this to hand and get a free monster on the board, which is super nice. And then I have more generic spells here for the rest of the spells. I run 3 Small World. I run 2 Raigeki. I run 3 Dark Roller No More. I run 2 Twin Twisters and 1 Harpy's Feather Duster. Pretty much all generically just removal and negation to help me either set up a combo or to secure the ability to combo in the first place.
So are you going second with this whenever you can?
Usually, yes.
Okay.
There are times where I can go first, but normally it is a going second back.
All right.
So moving on to traps, I have 3 Impermanents and 1 Ojama Pajama. Impermanents, another generic negation, and then Ojama Pajama is very good with mixing in all 3 of the Ojama engines. Its primary effect that I've been using is during the main phase I can add an Ojama card from deck to hand, and then I discard a card. So I can add Ojamatch, I can add Ojamagic, I can add any of the Ojama monsters and then discard a card, which can trigger my danger monsters, which I will get to in just a moment. And, for example, I could add Ojamagic to hand and then discard Ojamagic as part of the effect, and then Ojamagic gets me all 3 of the vanilla monsters to hand as part of the Ojama Pajama effect.
Okay.
Then, just real quick, I have 1 last engine, 3 Danger Mothman, Thunderbird, Jackalope, and Danger Nessie. This is another engine. It just helps accelerate the deck, and it also gives me the ability to summon the Dark Charmer and other Link monsters if I can get them on the board. And they also have great effects if I can discard them with Ojama Pajama.
Okay.
Then I also have 2 Blackluster Soldier Envoy at the beginning, primarily because I have Light and Darks and ways to recycle the Ojamas if I banish them to summon him. And then my 2 hand traps are Ash Blossom and Effect Veiler. Just again, generic, going second kind of cards. And then that's going to be all for the main deck. Just moving on to the extra deck real quick. I got 2 ABC Dragon Buster. The most I'm going to be able to summon with in one game really is going to probably be 2 ABC Dragon Buster, given I only have 1 copy of each of the main deck monsters. But again, in my matches, I usually only have summoned 1, and it really usually just stays on the board until the match is over, the game is over. Then I got 1 Dugary's, the Timeless. He lets you do a lot of things for the cost of skipping draw phase, main phase 1, or battle phase. You can detach 1 to special summon a monster, but skip your main phase, which can be really good in setting up a board, especially if I'm going first. And since all the ABC monsters are level 4, if I can get them on the board and then detach them and get a free monster, then it's a very nice setup. I got 1 Daigasso Emerald for recycling purposes. And then I also have Ronin Raccoon Sendeu and Joyous Melfies. Since they're level 2 beasts, the Ojamas synergize with them. I can get this guy out to get a 3,000 attack token that prevents Raccoon from being destroyed by battle or card effects while that token is on the board. And it just adds an extra attack that usually will give me the game. Then for my Link monsters, I have Appaloosa, Saryuja, and Nightmare Unicorn, Phoenix, and Cerberus. Appaloosa is very consistent with this deck, especially with Ojama Red, because Ojama Red will usually get me 4 Ojama monsters, especially with how the combo works. Saryuja is also the same thing. It's a great extender if I can keep going. Then Unicorn, Phoenix, and Cerberus are kind of the backup plan kind of things. Then I run 2 Dark Charmers and 2 Lina, the Light Charmer Links. Since this is basically a light-dark deck, I can run both of these without any problem, and it's very good against the current meta.
Okay.
So, and that's pretty much the whole deck.
Now, with us having so many different engines and it being 60 cards, is there anything that you would change about the main deck with ratios or adding or taking anything out? Or do you think it's kind of set in stone with how it is right now?
The engines in general are very set in stone. It's been working really, really well for me. All the ratios have been working great. The only thing maybe I would change, and this just really depends on the meta, is changing out hand traps or changing out different spell cards like Harpy's Feather Duster or Twin Twisters, just depending on what's going on in the meta right now.
Okay.
But they seem to work really, really well, given I got 4th place on our tournament today. So.
Alrighty, well thank you so much, Josh, for bringing us your 60-card Ojama deck. Make sure to stay tuned, guys. There are going to be some live duels for this deck so you can see it in action, especially with all the different combos. If he doesn't end up using all those combos within the live duels, I will be bringing him back and forcing him to do a combo tutorial for it, just so we can show all those off and showcase those so you can really see what it's doing. That's all I've got for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, make sure to leave a like and hit the subscribe button. And this is Neat, signing out.